And with 2 on and 2 away, it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter in this spot.
One time right here.
Fielder number 33, Hans Lim.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, he needs to finish this inning just to be eligible for the win, but it's really been a struggle.
Hey, wait for yours here.
Drive that pitch, huh?
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1.
Come on now, 1 pitch right here. All right, come on now. 1 time, let it fly.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hat.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Hey, 1 time, right now. Hey, 1 pitch right here. Come now. Pitch your pitch.
Knuckle curve, and he can't ring him up as it goes to 2-2.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Swing and a little blooper to center. DeShields over to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Rex Brothers will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our top player of the game. And it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll come on with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. But the runner's back easily.
Keeping him close.
Looking good. No one better up there.
Hans Lim is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
He's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Pitch out. Nothing doing.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
Chopped weakly to the left. Gonna be a tough play. Throw to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Marlins have earned a sweep here in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over. This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score.
Final line score tonight.
And in a tie ball game late, they're going to make a move here as Chris Owings steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ball game, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all over as one of the turning points in this game.
And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot. Colby Rasmus will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all or nothing.
It's out of here, and they've taken the lead in the 9th. Santa Maria. A solo home run off the bat of Colby Rasmus, number 197 in his career, as the Marlins move out in front. Not a lot of offense in this ball game, but what offense was provided came primarily from this guy, our top player of the game. And a defensive replacement coming on here in the 9th as and guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Giancarlo Stanton. Strike opposed, he's our top. Afternoon baseball now from the desert Southwest and Chase Field here in downtown Phoenix. Today it's the Hans Lim strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the 2nd inning. Duffy into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. These Marlins, EK, as they take the field here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
And obviously, that includes taking the first 3 games of this series as well. So they're out looking for the sweep here in the finale.
Hey, nice and patient. Get your pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here it comes, 0-2.
Get your pitch.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Striding into the box, Hans Lim. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and the runner back easily.
Hey, come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Hey, be patient, get yours.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2.
Come on, big guy, get your pitch, huh?
Now a snap throw to first. Back in standing. And another snap throw to the bag. Keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Definitely has his attention.
Right here.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
All right,
Duffy sets. Here's the 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Colby Rasmus stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they're held in check here. Hans Lim stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one.
Hans Lim.
Here we go now. One at a time.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Good break to that one, and he's in command, 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Wow, the throw pulls him off the bag. Jake Lamb will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
Come on now.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Halfway.
Gets him out in front as this is hit in the air down the right field line. Stanton is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Murray Cabrera strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the JT Realmuto will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Hit the other way out toward right field. Lim giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We are still scoreless.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go.
Warren Guzman will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. High and deep to straightaway right. Lim looking up. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead. Justin Bohr stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
You out here.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Lim on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Miami. A.J. Ramos is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 44, A.J.
Leading off the inning, Hans Lim, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Drive that pitch, huh?
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1.
Right guy, right spot.
1-1, here it is. Swing and a liner. Foul.
Hey, come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, Rasmus. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game. The show has baseball for you on a Friday night as you get a look at Chase Field in Phoenix. Ryan Braun will stand in. A big power threat here, to say the least, currently 3rd in home runs in the National League.
And he leads this ball club in that department, so he's really been the guy that they're looking to drive the ball out of the yard.
Lim is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Hans Lim comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Diamondbacks, center fielder, Hans Lim.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Drive it.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And another foul ball.
And one time right now, kid. Here we go.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. With that, let's take a look at.
He's gone deep 5 times in the last 10 ball games. But clearly, he's seen the ball really well right now.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Lim sprinting after it. And that's the third out. Hans Lim will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tap fouled at home plate. Chop foul right at home plate. Bases are empty. 1 man out.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Hans Lim will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Cicchini will wait on it. And that's out number 2. Brian Gonzalez will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away. Elmer Corona will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Lim on the move. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Hans Lim digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
One pitch right here.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Braun has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home top player of the game honors in this one.
The final line.
Yeah, definitely no.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Valley of the Sun, Chase Field in Phoenix. Rougned Odor will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen.
Hey, nobody away.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Hans Lim. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Holland pauses. Here's the first pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. And, Eric, you take a look at these Rangers entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it two in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, there's no question they needed that victory last time out to lift their spirits a bit. I think the key here will be coming out and trying to set the tone early because they have not been a great come-from-behind ball club.
Now a snap throw to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Nobody out, runner on first. Rocket to third, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. This is going to kick off the fence now out in front of the Arizona bullpen. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, you start to wonder if maybe we could be in for a repeat of yesterday's performance. They sure didn't have any trouble scoring in that game, and they're off to a first-inning lead now here in this one.
Paul Goldschmidt will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Well, guys, one good game does not season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Right that pitch, huh?
He's set, and the 3-0 offering. And he misses there for ball 4, so runners are at first and second now with nobody out. David Peralta will stand in, and perhaps unsurprisingly, the numbers tell us he's a much better hitter versus right-handers than he is against lefties. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Well, we know this is a guy on the mound.
Hans Lim stands in after hitting an RBI double his first time around.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. He's on the move again from first. Pitch swung out and missed the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
And now here 1 and 2. This is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3.
Get your pitch, huh?
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Paul Goldschmidt would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
The first baseman, number 44.
Paul Goldschmidt gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Grounded to the right, fielded by Adore. Oh, and no chance for Fielder to get up that high. It's over his head. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that. David Peralta stands in following an RBI single his first time through.
Let her rip, let her rip.
Now the double steal is on here. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
Now the pitching coach is going to come in and have a word with him. And in the second inning.
Pablo Cortez will stride in now. Back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Line softly out toward left center. In there, a base hit. Hans Lim digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score.
Hans Lim.
Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Chu. Still ranging back. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And it's now 6-3.
Boy, the ball is definitely jumping here early. That's the first home run we've seen so far, but it's not the first hard hit ball, and it's looking like it might not be such a good night to be a pitcher.
Here we go, John.
Settling in now, Shin-Soo Choo. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Hit hard on the ground to second. Owings is there. On to first, and the Rangers squander a good opportunity here. Hans Lim will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far.
Now, put her in play. One time, right here.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Rodriguez ranging back. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
Hans Lim digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
The shortstop, Hans Lim.
Here we go now.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Good tailing fastball for a strike. 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
Hey, be patient, get yours.
Ready on 1 and 2. Turned on down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1 and 2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hot shot to third. A quick out. He's number out. 1.
The first baseman, number 44, Paul.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered more than once with runners in scoring position. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was more than enough to lead his guys to victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of ML. Back live now on the MLB pregame show. We are nearing... Well, the clear skies typically mean one thing, a hot afternoon here at Chase Field in Phoenix. Today, the second of two here to start the week between the Texas Rangers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. And a moment now to have a look at Jeff Bannister's Texas Rangers. EK, any thoughts? Hans Lim will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Cortez is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job. Eduardo Escobar will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road.
One away.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Lim is over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's bring in a look. Shin-Soo Choo will stand in for the first time now, coming off a 3-hit contest in the loss last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Lim is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1-2. Into the box now, Hans Lim. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
And another throw over, and he'll get back in safely. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Hey, let's get up there, huh?
Here it comes, 0-2.
One time. Here you go.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Here you go. See it up. Let it fly.
Lined hard toward right center. DeShields is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Emilio Bonifacio steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around. This one skied out toward right. Lim moves over, 2 down.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Pablo Cortez digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Hey, now we got 2.
And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. 1 left for Texas. We are still scoreless. Hans Lim will dig in now. He's popped out and lined out. 0 for 2 thus far.
Well, he's got nothing to show for it, but his last at-bat was a nice one. He put a good swing on it.
Come on, kid. See it and drop.
He's set. Here it comes. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. 6th home run on the season for him. And Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
Well,
Apparently, these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here.
Joey Gallo will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And he can't track it down as this ball falls. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Just a little parachute.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a lot of positives to take.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Lone Star State as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. Tonight, the first of this. Hans Lim will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And, Eric, you take a look at these Rangers entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
And it was the offense that went south last time out. Managed only just 1 run in the loss yesterday. It's typical when you're in a cold streak like this. They just had a lot of trouble sustaining any kind of offense, and it definitely hurt them.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Pick one out. Come on, guy, get your pitch right here.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
Hey, wait for yours here.
Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throw on to fielder for out number 2. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona. Hans Lim stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Come on now.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Diamondbacks forge ahead. It's now 3-2.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball.
Stepping in, Emilio Bonifacio. He singled his last time up.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Greinke comes set. Here's the 1-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Lim on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Hey, eat it. Cut it.
Digging in and looking for more, Hans Lim. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
Hey, have a good
The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep, huh? Here you go.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance.
Right here. Need you right here, kid.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Now a swing and a ball hit in the air down the left field line. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th. Hans Lim will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going.
Hey, one pitch. Make it yours.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here we go.
He's set. Here it comes. That tails back over, strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now.
Let it rip right here.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Still 2-2. 4 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors thus far for Arizona. Smoked on the ground left side. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Well, let me tell you, when you're on a losing streak, this is an out. But when you're on a winning streak, man, these are the little breaks that just seem to always go.
The first pitch. He's running towards second. And no throw as he'll just hang on to it. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
Yeah, see it, drive it.
Here comes the 0-1. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground.
All right, hold it
Played
here,
on the
hold it here.
backhand. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Bottom of the 7th now. Hans Lim is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning.
Hans Lim.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Bases loaded here, nobody out.
Hey, clutch out for us right here. Your turn, kid. Here we go.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes to Shields. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His 2nd home run of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Yeah, you feel a little for that guy on the mound. He was in an impossible spot to begin with. He didn't start this mess, but he definitely makes it worse by giving up the grand slam.
Joey Gallo is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
And he'll put this one away to end it, and the Diamondbacks have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Another good win for these guys, and they're playing some confident baseball out there right now. That's their 4th win in a row, so they've got things firing on all cylinders.
And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partner. This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm now from an already drenched Coors Field in Denver. MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, the first of this three-game. Hans Lim will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come.
Hey, come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Matzik comes set. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
And a ball 1-0. EK, as we take a look at the Rockies' starting play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
1-0 count. Here it is. He's running towards second. Pitch outside. The throw. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop.
Come on, big guy, one time. Here you go.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
2 out here and a runner at second.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
2-1 after the foul ball there.
Come on, let it fly right here. Hey, your pitch right
He's
here.
fallen behind now, 3-1. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Well, Matt, Hillsdale gets pretty favorable reviews from all parties. I think some pitchers wish he'd give a little more on the corners, but he's usually right more often than they are.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Gonzalez. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Arizona. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. James Loney will dig in for the first time now. He's got that average up nearing the 340 mark to begin play.
And how about that? He's got the 2nd best batting average on this ball club, so he's having a really nice year for them so far.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lim moves over. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Well, nobody's going to confuse this guy with Miguel Cabrera or Chris Davis, but with the runner...
Hans Lim is into the box for his 2nd appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Sinking line drive out to right center, and that'll get down for a base hit. Now a long throw to third.
Come on, fly, get out.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
And if this ball's hit a little bit harder, probably an out. That center fielder, he has to take that first step back, and that makes all the difference in the world because by the time he realizes it's sinking...
Hey, let it fly.
Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
Hey, let her fly, let her fly.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Runner back safely.
Simple throw over there.
And another snap throw to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in there.
Oh, baby, see you drive it.
Another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in.
Hey, see it and drive it. Let's go.
Coming, here it is. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Hey, I need you right here, one time.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Hey, let her fly up there,
If he would have swung at that, you would have never heard the end of it.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, have a rip, kid. Here you go.
Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. On the ground to the left side. Oh, look at Arenado. It's there. He got him.
Oh, love it.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Kurt Fenn digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
All right, come on.
Nolan Arenado walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Lim. And that ends the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a runner left stranded. Hans Lim will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Fenn is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, third baseman.
Hans Lim gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Here we go, kid.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Hey, wait for a good one and drive it, huh? Pick one out.
And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
He did not like that one
kid,
bit.
get on for it.
Now, it's
Here we
one
go.
thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Up next for the
Jake Lamb will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
Your turn right here. Drive him in.
One. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Reyes out. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. James Loney strides in to lead us off here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Lim is there, and that is a big first out here to start inning number 9. Now to the plate, Hans Lim. He drew a walk his first time up.
Hans Lim.
Hey, clutch up right now for us, kid.
Nope. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend.
That's inside. 2-0.
Hey, your turn. Drive him in. Keep it going.
Fly ball to straightaway left. Hara is over. 1 away. And boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out.
And we're going to have to start things out here in the top half of the inning. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Left fielder, Hans Lim.
Hot shot toward third, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, 2 hits for him in the ballgame, both of them doubles, and that really paid.
It's a cloudy day here in the Rocky Mountains, but we've got baseball from Coors Field in Denver. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies.
Batting second, shortstop.
Hans Lim will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Skied into straightaway right, and Gonzalez will put this one away for route number 2. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot.
Hans Lim is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat.
Lim.
Let's go now. One time.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hot shot to third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman.
Hans Lim will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. 1-2. Here it comes. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Here comes Coughlin. 2 gone.
Up next.
Hans Lim will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And that's high and off the plate, 2-1.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in if you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
3-1. Well, as if things weren't bad enough, he's in danger now of loading the bases for that man.
Hey, get a good one.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a sound strategy in anybody's book.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Paul Goldschmidt will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Parra is there. Let's see if they test it. And even with 2 outs now, they decide to hold that runner at third. David Peralta will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Gerardo Parra gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. To second for 1, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
One down here, fellas.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Owings has it. 1 there. On to Goldschmidt, but too late as they'll just get the 1.
Boy, and this would have been a really costly double play, but fortunately, he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
Now batting.
Hey, any way you can.
Hans Lim
Here we go.
stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
Come on, big guy.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And before the 0-2 pitch, he'll step out of the box here to regroup. A pause, and the 0-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, right back to that inside location. When a guy shows you he can't handle a tough slider on the hands, you can bet that guy on the mound, he's going to go right back to that pitch before too long.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. For the Rockies this afternoon, the big contribution came from this man, Carlos Gonzalez. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but...
Tuesday night baseball here on the show from Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the St. Louis Cardinals. Hans Lim comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Hans Lim.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And, Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, they come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
And they got both the series and the road trip off to a good start with the win yesterday, so they'll be aiming to keep it going here.
Now. One time. Let it fly, buddy.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2.
Hey, drive that pitch. Oh,
The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Yeager has it in his tracks. 1 out. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup. Hans Lim will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Hans Lim.
Hey, come on, big dog.
Into the seats, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning.
He threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Enos Fuentes stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Lim on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay home, and not in time as the run scores. Matt Carpenter will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
One down here, one down.
Pulled toward right center field. Lim sprinting after it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base.
Hans Lim will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Right guy, right spot.
Sends that one out of play for strike one.
Come on, let it fly right here.
Here's the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2.
Come on, big guy, one time. Here you go.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike three called anyway, and that's out number one. Hans Lim will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Pete Yeager will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Lim is in pursuit. He's got it one away. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA.
Yeah, Matt, he's hanging in there among them.
Rendell Grichuk stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. 12 home runs for him now thus far. Matt Carpenter will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Swing and a ball hit high in the air to right center, carrying well, and look out in the pool area. It's a home run. Solo shot to right center. 8th home run on the season for him.
Hey, 2 outs. Plays at 1.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Lim giving chase, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Around second. He'll try for third. The relay throw, and he'll make it to third base safely with only 1 out as the go-ahead run.
Oh, that's a big at-bat right there. Late in a ball game, he's got a good read on this one, so he turns on the Jets round and...
Hans Lim has a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. He's set. Here it comes. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. Pitch out. Nothing doing.
Now, no one's better.
And one time right now, kid. Here we go.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. A dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
He's right here.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a liner. Foul.
Come on, big dog. We need you.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane.
Matt Carpenter will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ball game. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Get out of here.
Now batting, right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
I'll tell you what,
My man gets some altitude on this dive. Go ahead and stop it right about there. Look how high he is.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had one hit, but he definitely made it count.
Well, the clear skies typically mean one thing, a hot afternoon here at Chase Field in Phoenix. Hans Lim will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, he's been scuffling through this year, but over the last 10 games he's been good, hitting over 350.
Right down Broadway that time, strike one. Eric Karros, we take a look at this Cardinal ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
And they've been as hot as anybody in the league recently, so all they need to do is keep playing the way they've been playing, and you have to say they stack up with anybody in baseball.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Earl is a well-liked umpire all around baseball by both pitchers and hitters. The reason for that, he's consistent, and his zone is kind of what you hope for.
This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. And with a quick breather, Tim Beckham walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Owings down on the ground. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We'll be right back at Chase Field in just a moment. Striding into the box, Hans Lim. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Lim.
Hey, let it fly up there, Hawk.
Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike one. Hot shot on the ground to short, and a backhanded try into the hole at short, but this gets on by.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
So striding in, Chris Owings, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he misses with it, ball four, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And this is something
So stepping in, number 10, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. One there. On to Hosmer, a double play, and the inning is over. Stepping in, Rendell Grichuk. He drew a walk his first time up.
Hey, come on now. Here we go.
To short, hit hard. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Hans Lim will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Lynn comes set. First pitch on the way. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Foul.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now. Hey, let her rip.
In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance.
Here we go.
A pause and the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Let it fly. Let's go right here.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this.
Chris Owings stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip.
Come on, big guy.
This is popped up. Hosmer is there for it. And that's the third out. Hans Lim stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Well, he did a good job to go down and get one in his last at-bat, but I got to think he'll be looking for a pitch that he can drive right here.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out.
Hey, one pitch right here. One out.
That evens it up, 1-1. Slider is right there, 83 on the gun. It's 1-2.
Wait for your pitch up there.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Final line.
Yeah, you see a couple.
So it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter coming on now with a runner at first and one gone. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Hans
Lim comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Well, this has been a pretty good ball game out of a guy who really hasn't pounded the strike zone. He's only thrown a first pitch strike to 40% of the hitters that he's faced, and yet look where he's standing right here, getting it done.
Full sets. 0-2 pitch on its way. Too high. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat.
And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble.
And it looks like he'll come on with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Hans Lim.
Hit slowly back to the mound. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over. This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Final line score this afternoon. First.
Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, there's a beautiful look at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Today, it's the finale of this 4-game set. Hans Lim will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Neese into his motion. Here's the first pitch. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Eric, we take a look at the Pirates as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, it's not going to be a 4-game sweep thanks to the loss yesterday, but they can still make it 3 out of 4 with a win here. I think they're in a good position to make that a reality.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Francisco Cervelli will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. Here it comes, 0-2. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Hans Lim is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Hans Lim.
And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
Well, there's another first pitch strike right there. And, you know, he's gotten ahead of every single batter he's faced so far. And that's a big reason why he's getting these good results.
Gonna be a tough play. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Hans Lim will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips.
Hans Lim.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Down the third baseline. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Starling Marte steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Lim is there, and he'll bring this one in. Hans Lim will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all or nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
Looking good. No one better up there. Here you go.
Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Harrison is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases-loaded jam by giving up just 1. Rusney Castillo stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Lim on the move, 1 away.
Go home. Nobody.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game. This is As the sun begins to descend toward the desert floor, we welcome you inside Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight, the first of this 3-game. Hans Lim will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, I'll tell you what, I have him in my lineup every day. He's had 8 RBIs over his last 10 games. Yesterday was just a little bit of an off day for him.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Come on now, 1 pitch right here.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Cespedes going back at the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall.
Hold it here, hold it here.
And he is in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Batting third, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's one more look at it. I thought it had a chance to get out of here, but you see this hit off the base of the wall and skip away, and that's what allowed him to get it.
All right,
Paul Goldschmidt will get his first opportunity here, and as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Ready with the 0-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. David Peralta will stride in now, back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. He's set. Here's the 3-1. And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third. Jake Lamb will stand in, and you can see that surprisingly he hits better versus left-handed pitching than he does against righties.
Fly up there, Hulk.
Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair after 1, no score. Hans Lim will start things off for the Diamondbacks with Paul Goldschmidt set to follow next.
Lim.
Come on, big guy.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Come on now, 1 time right here.
Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Grounded down the third baseline. Muno is there and reined in 1 away. Into the box, Danny Muno, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
Now a ball grounded. The second for 1. On to Goldschmidt, but too late as they'll just get the 1.
Kind of lucky to get an out.
Hans Lim will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch, and that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead.
Runners off for second. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out in the inning. Will Myers gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Hit to short. Backhand. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Up next for the Mets,
Hans Lim digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
The shortstop, Hans Lim.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. This man out for a 2nd inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
Gonna be a tough play. A quick out number 1.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mass, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. And guys, one of the big keys to the Diamondbacks' victory in this one was the start turned in by this man, Zach Greinke. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our tops player of the game. From Phoenix, Arizona, players and fans alike are enjoying the luxury of the closed roof and air conditioning. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the New York Mets and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hans Lim comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Hans Lim.
The fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. These Mets, EK, as they take the field here today, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
And that includes loss.
Meanwhile now, this is a fair ball down the line in left, and that ought to be good for extra bases. And he gets in there standing. He's got himself a double.
Pretty safe to say he was sitting on the fastball there. He's out in front of this pitch, and he just drills it right down the line. And that'll put him in a good position here with a runner on second and nobody out.
On the ground to the left side.
All right, hold on right here.
1 away. Paul Goldschmidt will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
Haywood is there. Let's see if they test it. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, they were looking for at least a sac fly here. Unfortunately for them, they had the right man for the job at the plate. So, nice work to come through and drive home an important run.
Hans Lim.
Right guy, right spot. Come
Chop
on now,
foul
kid.
at the plate. Strike 1.
Here you go, baby. Find a good pitch.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Well, that's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Will Myers is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Around first, heading for second now. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
The center fielder, number 27.
Hans Lim steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Smoked on the ground left side. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Gene Segura will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And they get the force over there for the first out. Over to second, a double play. Murray Leefer comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Fly ball heading for the alley. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Myers will round third on his way to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. So striding in, Michael Conforto, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And the tying run will score on the sacrifice fly as it's now a 4-4 ball game.
Here we go, guys. Let's do it.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Segura onto the grass, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Hans Lim ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
All knotted up. 4-4 the score here in the 7th.
Here we go.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Trevor Plouffe ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Hey, one away.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Lim on the move, but he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. Cespedes will get the green light around third. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 5-4 game. Charlie Haywood will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Lifted the other way out to left center. In there, a base hit.
He's safe.
An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
So that'll just about do it. And we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and nobody out in the inning. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both the left-hander and a right-hander get loose.
One time. Here you go.
Hans Lim is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Hey, come on, big dog. Pitch. Nobody
That
better.
evens it up 1-1. On his way to pitch number 75. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And from his perspective on the mound, I think that's exactly where he wanted to throw that pitch. You can.
At bat. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Here it is. Runner goes for third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
Normally, when you see a guy steal third base, it's because he got a nice walking lead, really got out there nice and far. But here, he had almost no lead whatsoever when he made his break. Very fortunate to get away with that one.
Hey, catch up. Your turn right here.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Squared that one up just a little late. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one, and now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Hit in the air out toward left. Tomas giving chase. Makes the play, 1 away. And it'll be a sac fly and an RBI as that'll cut this to a 3-run deficit now.
Batter number 2, shortstop.
Now here's the Giants manager making that slow walk to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Hunter Strickland will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs here and get this one on to the 9th inning. This one's flared out toward left. Tomas over to his right. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 44.
And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Buster Posey. Strike oppose, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end.
From Phoenix, Arizona, are enjoying the luxury of the closed roof and air conditioning. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. We've got Goldie and Posey coming up next. Into the box now, Joe Pennick. He'll get to take his first cuts here. High and deep to straightaway right. Lim going back on it at the track. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. 6th home run on the season for him as the Giants are staked to a 1-0 lead. Hans Lim gets his first opportunity now, trying to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Kane's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Eric Karros, this Giant ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, and when you're playing good baseball, suddenly first place starts coming into clearer focus. They've really made up some ground here this past week or so.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Yeah, Rusty Valentine. What a great name. Besides that, he's known for being pretty spot on when it comes to calling pitches on the corners. If he misses one, it's usually up or down.
And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final. Matt Duffy will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. taken high and deep to right. Lim ranging back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Around second, he'll try for third. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Right fielder.
Hans Lim in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. It's 1-0. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Up top, it's 2-0.
Here you go. Let it fly right here.
Kane sets. 2-0 on its way. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Duffy is there for it. 1 out.
We'll take a look at this on Show Track, and that's been an effective location for him so far. He's really been handcuffing these guys inside, and he gets another pop-up out of it.
Brandon Crawford will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Hans Lim will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
Here you go, baby. Find a good
He's set.
pitch.
Here's the 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Rip that up there, huh?
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game.
Hey, you got it. No
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 hit, 1 left. Hans Lim will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, baby.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Looped out towards short. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is... An entertaining game all in all. So if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top.